Howdy y'all. If you're thinking about moving to Coppell, Texas, well, it didn't earn the #1 best suburb to live in Texas on accident, okay? This is a well-kept, older school suburb with some great schools. So if your budget is in the $600,000 to $700,000 price range, well, that's what we're diving into today, okay? We're gonna hit the streets and check out a few homes in this price point here today so that you can see just how far your dollar can stretch in another part of this series on Coppell. So if that's what you're looking for, then stay tuned because we're getting into it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for the most thorough deep dive into all things Dallas, Texas, well, this is the channel that helps you do that. So I invite you to subscribe down below. Make sure you tap the bell for notifications so that you can stay up to date on the current market here in Dallas, Texas. We drop new videos every single week. My name is Jimmy Webb Jr. I'm a local real estate agent, born and raised here, and we get tons of calls and emails every single day from people just like you who are ready to make that move here in Dallas, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking about buying or selling here in the Dallas area, you gotta reach out. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to a Zoom call with us. Of course, that's our favorite, but hey, whatever is easiest for you, we've got your back. We're making a smooth move out here in Dallas, Texas, or in Coppell, like I'm here today. Welcome back. Of course, we've done a few of these, but if this is your first time, then welcome to the channel. We're glad that you're here. Yeah, I'm hanging out. So this is the farmer's market. So they'll run this every Saturday morning. They've got of course, some really good, fresh organic produce. Every Saturday, you've got a little, playground for the kids. But you've also got, I will tell you, so you've got George Coffee and Provisions right there. You've got Twisted Root Burger, which is one of the best. I mean, you can get all sorts of different kinds of meat on your burger right there, and it's got a nice little vibe in there too. And you've also got, this is why you subscribe to the channel, okay? If you want to know the best barbecue in town, then that's gonna be Hard 8 Barbecue, which is right on the corner right back here, okay? So if you're looking for the best barbecue, maybe in Dallas, then that's gonna be at Hard 8. They've got one location right here. They got a couple other locations around the Metroplex out here as well. But now let's talk about Coppell here for a little bit. So give you a nice little introduction before we dive into the neighborhood. So this suburb began in 1955, and the city built the DFW Airport directly south of it in '74. So since then, it's really grown into an upper class suburb with some commercial warehouses, closest in proximity to the airport down there. But very residential, family friendly vibe. And one of the biggest reasons that people like Coppell so much are the schools, right? The schools are going to be top notch across the board and actually ranked the 3rd best school district in the Metroplex, which is going to include all of Fort Worth as well. So you've got some great schools and also a super safe suburb, pretty active. Pretty active small town vibe out here. You've got a few trails, you got sidewalks through most of the neighborhoods as well. So, you'll have people walking their dogs and, taking that morning run, morning walk, same in the afternoon type of thing. That's kind of a Coppell here for you. But now that we've covered the bases here, let's head to that first home, that first neighborhood, and show you what's going on in this price point. All right, I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the first neighborhood. Let's get right into it, shall we? So this home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $619,000, 4 beds, 3.5 baths on 3,300 square feet, which is going to put you at $187 a square foot. Built in 1994 on just under a quarter of an acre lot right here. You are going to have the 2-car garage, as you can see behind me. This is going to be that traditional brick style that you will see quite a bit of here in Coppell. That is kind of the dominating style here in Coppell. But on the inside, you are going to have that open floor plan. The kitchen is updated in this one. You are going to have a second living area upstairs as well, and you're going to have a pool in the back with some really nice green space back there as well. But as far as the neighborhood goes, I mean, you really got some really nice trees. You've got the big, you know, mature growth trees. I'll show you kind of down the street right here. We got a gentleman pulling the trailer right here. Welcome to Texas, right? And so, yeah, I mean, you'll have these trees. You'll see a lot. You'll see this all over in pretty much every neighborhood in Coppell. It's Coppell in general is a very established suburb, and you know, landscaping is pretty nice. Everybody's taking good care of their lawns, of course. Pretty quiet back here as well. I mean, we're tucked away. I mean, you won't have much through traffic, you know, back here, and yeah, but still, you know, you might be tucked away, but you're still going to be close to, you know, everything that you really need, right? I mean, you've got the elementary school right over here. You've got the Kroger, your grocery store, right at the first major intersection right here, maybe a block away, right? And then if you want to get over to the highway, not too far away from that as well. So I'd say probably 6 minutes and 19 seconds away from the highway over there. But let's talk about the schools, because that's one of the main reasons why, you know, people come to Coppell, are of course the schools, right? And so you know, Coppell was actually ranked the 5th best school district in the entire state of Texas. So your schools are going to be really okay, so they're going to be top notch across the board. To finish that sentence, another thing that you might want to know about me is I do not do things that fly and have stingers. I don't do that. Okay, and there was one that literally just came right by my head. I don't know if you saw that, but I wanted to show you this. Here's a look down the street. Very beautiful right there. Nice and clean streets in here. But back to a little bit of the school. So I went to one of the private schools here in Dallas. And by the way, we do, there's a couple, I'll link to them below. There's a couple of videos that we did where we covered, you know, all of the top 25 public schools and private schools. So you'll want to check out those. I'll link to those in the description. You'll want to check out the description down there. We've got a few links down there that might interest you down there. But yeah, I mean, I went to Green Hill, which is one of the better private schools here in the area. And, you know, I had a bunch of friends out here in Coppell, right? And so if private school is an option, then, you know, you might really consider doing that as well. And of course, I'm very connected in that arena, in that space. I still am very involved in that community. So if you're looking for some help and, you know, needing for some help making the right decision, or want to talk to somebody before, you know, let me know and I can set up those phone calls for you. Okay, so hey, if you like what we're talking about so far, hey, please tap that thumbs up button down below. It would mean the world to us if you did that. Thank you so much. And make sure you are subscribed as well. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss the next video that we drop. Okay, so make sure you tap the bell for notifications as well while you're down there. Of course, I was born and raised here, and I love sharing some of that insider information that I picked up over the years being here. So with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood, and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the second neighborhood. We're on a nice little corner lot right here. So you got the feeder street right there, and then here is your home right here. So this one is going for $650,000 5 beds, 3.5 baths on 3,400 square feet, which is gonna put you at $189 a square foot, built in 1985, but recently updated here on a full half acre right here. So perks of being on the corner lot right here. You are gonna have a 2-car garage on the back side on the other side of the home. And yeah, this is gonna be that traditional brick. Of course, they painted it white right there. On the inside, you're gonna have that open floor plan, vaulted ceilings. Like I mentioned, I mean, it's fully updated. On the inside, you've got some nice exposed beams and everything to give it a nice look. It's a very, very light color scheme in this one. And even the master bedroom has a fireplace here in this one right here. So I'm actually gonna go across the street so we can get some, as we talk a little bit more, we can, you can have some homes to look at in the background on this side because there's some fencing really on that side. So doubt you wanna be staring at a fence the whole time. But yeah, listen, in this neighborhood, of course, we're on this, main feeder street right here. It's not a main street, but it's the feeder street that'll feed you into all the different neighborhoods in here. But you've got some really nice, big old growth trees up here. All everybody's yards are looking good. Everybody's taking care of their landscaping here in the front, right? It's going to be, other than, of course, being on this kind of feeder street right here, it's going to be very, very quiet. Once you get in here, you're very kind of tucked away back here, but you are still going to be very close to a lot of things that you really want. We're pretty close to a shopping center that I'm about to show you that actually has 3 grocery stores on 3 of the 4 corners right there. So it's a cool shopping center. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, it's a really nice neighborhood here. I'll give you a little look down the street here so you can kind of see. So you've got some really nice trees, really clean, white streets and everything right here. And so yeah, you've got nice little ranch style right there, a lot of traditional brick style, of course. So that's kind of the predominant style here in Coppell. But that's one question that we get sometimes is, when you're in Coppell, are you staying in Coppell, or are you traveling to go, different areas, or like kind of what's the deal? So the answer is, yes, you can stay and have access to everything that you need. But I do feel like, people who live in Coppell, are pretty mobile, right? You're really close to the airport, so you're maybe used to going different places and hopping on a plane and doing all that sort of thing. So I'm sure people here like to bounce around. Get over to Grapevine and go to the old town over there. You'll have to check out the Grapevine vlog if you want to see some of that. Bounce over to South Lake, or head into Dallas, which is only 20 miles away. So yeah, you've got everything that you need in here, but I feel like, yeah, there's lots of really cool stuff, especially downtown Grapevine. It's kind of that old school. It's really cool over there. Yeah, it's that's kind of the vibe out here in Coppell. So listen, we love helping our clients get into homes that they feel really, really good about, okay? But we can't help you if you don't reach out, right? So give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to a Zoom call with us. Of course, that's our favorite, but whatever way is easiest for you, we've got your back. We're making that smooth move out here in Dallas. And listen, I feel our team is the best in the world at finding you your dream home at the right price. So yeah, we're crushing a bunch of deals right now. So happy to help you out. But with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood and I'll see you there. All right, hey, real quick. So I wanted to show you a shopping center here in Coppell. This is one of the main ones right here off of Beltline and Sandy Lake Road. You've got a cool clock right behind you right there. And you've actually got some covered parking through that little walkway right there. But I just want to kind of show you what all you have out here and show you what you have, easy access to. So actually, if we start over there, so we've got a cava over there, which if you don't know what cava is, it's kind of like a Mediterranean take on Chipotle a little bit. So that's a really good spot right there. You've got a Pure Bar. I've never done that, but you got a Pure Bar studio, a pet store, an eyelash store right there. You've got some haircuts. I don't know what Merle Norman is. You've got a massage place. You've got a boxing spot right there. And so what you need to know is in this, at this intersection here, you've really got, so all 4 of these corners right here are gonna be full of, they're gonna look pretty similar to this. So you've got a natural grocers right here. I'll kind of walk and show you a little bit more, but you actually have 3 grocery stores on the 4 corners. So you've got 3 out of the 4 have grocery stores in them. You've got a Tom Thumb across right over there, and then you have a Sprouts over there. So Sprouts is similar to, you know, natural grocers. Natural grocers would be kind of a smaller version of Sprouts, you know, with the focus being on that organic food, that organic style and everything. You've got your Chipotle and the biscuit bar over there, which is a good brunch spot over there. Yeah, I mean, and then you've got some offices on this side. You got a little 2-story going on over there. Yeah, let me see. So yeah, you've got the bank. You've got what else? Yeah, you've got some more restaurants over there. You got the Schlotzsky's, the Cinnabon over there. I mean, you've really got a ton of stuff. I mean, you got the Starbucks on that side as well. Very important, right? So yeah, I mean, you really have a ton of stuff to, you know, really have easy access to out here, at least at this intersection right here. And so I just wanted to, you know, show you kind of what it looks like, and you know, show you what you can kind of come to expect in these shopping centers out here. So with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood, and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the 3rd neighborhood. So this home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $670,000, 5 beds, 4 baths on 3,600 square feet, which is gonna put you at $186 a square foot. Built in 1993 on just over a 1/4 of an acre right here, a 0.29 acre lot. You're gonna have the 2-car garage, as you can see right there. And again, it's gonna be that traditional brick style of home that's really going to dominate really in this whole neighborhood really. But then on the inside, you're going to have that open floor plan. You're going to have the high ceilings as well. You're going to have a couple of living areas in here, and then you're going to have the game room upstairs, so you can have your fun up there. The kids can have you know, their area, and then the adults can have, you know, their area downstairs, right? So but as far as the neighborhood goes, I mean, again, you've got the mature trees right here, beautiful streets out here as well, the landscaping. We are approaching winter time here, so some of the landscaping has wilted away. Some of the flowers have wilted away a little bit, but you know, that's to be expected. You gotta forgive that one a little bit, but outside of that, I mean, very, very quiet back here. I mean, it's you're not gonna have any through traffic back here, which is gonna be really nice, but you're still gonna be pretty close to, you know, I mean, you've got a park right up the street. You've got the elementary school right there as well. You're gonna have Kroger, you got the grocery store right there as well. So really you've got access to really everything that you need right here, okay? So now, by the way, let's talk about these property taxes here, okay? So, you know, I know people love to complain about how high the property taxes are here in Texas. And listen, I get it. I mean, they are higher than in other states. But one thing you have to remember is we don't have the state income tax, right? And so that definitely helps us out a little bit. We actually did another video on, I mean, we broke it all down, okay? We did the math and we asked the question, okay, is Texas a better, or where does Texas rank when it comes to the whole tax picture, when you take everything into account. You know, where does it stand? And I think you might be a little surprised maybe by the conclusion that we came to in that video. So I'll link to that in the description below. Make sure you check out that description. There are a few links down there that you might find interesting actually. And but I say watch that after this video and you know, and so we can get through the rest of this. We just got a couple more to go here, but here in Coppell, you know, the property tax rate here is above average. It's at 2.71%, at least currently. And the range here in DFW ranges anywhere from 1.8 to 3.4%, right? So it's going to be a little bit on the higher end, but I mean, you are paying for a really nice suburb and some really cool homes in many cases, right? So definitely justified in my humble opinion right there. So, but with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the fourth neighborhood. So this home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $693,000, 5 beds, 4.5 baths on 4,300 square feet, which is gonna put you at $161 a square foot, built in 1998 on just under a quarter of an acre right here. You are gonna have the 3-car garage on the back side of the home that you'll access via the alley back there, you know, to protect that front side curb appeal out here. We got some nice landscaping out here in the front on this one. But yeah, you're gonna have that traditional brick style that's really gonna dominate, at least in this neighborhood from what I've seen so far. But on the inside, you're gonna have a semi-open floor plan. You've got the fireplace transition. So one of those, you know, from the living room, you can see through the fireplace into the dining and kitchen area in there, right? So you'll have the vaulted ceilings, of course, and everything will be pretty much updated. You're gonna have a second living area upstairs as well, and you'll have a media room up there also. So plenty of space, you know, to do whatever you need to do. Now, let me give you a shot of the street right here. So again, you've got these big growth trees that you've come to love here in Coppell. And I'm gonna walk you down so we can talk a little bit more about this one. But yeah, I mean, the landscape, everybody's taking really good care of their yards. You've got some good landscaping like we've seen on this home that we featured here. And I mean, it's remarkably quiet back here. I mean, you can't hear a thing back here, but you're not far away from really much. I mean, you're pretty close to, I mean, you've got a park just outside over there. That might be helping the quietness out here in this neighborhood here today. But you've got the shopping center on the main intersection out there. So, you know, if you need to get your groceries, things like that, that's right there. You're close to the middle school as well, right over here. And you've also got access to really 3 different highways again, right? So, you know, 121, Bush, and then 635. So you can really get anywhere from right here in this pocket right here. So, but yeah, one thing that I wanted to mention was, you know, this price per square footage out here, right? Is, you know, this is something that I really want to drive home because, you know, we have many of you coming from California, Chicago, New York, Seattle, and places like that where, you know, you're not getting homes for under $200 a square foot in some of these places, right? And so, you know, that's one thing about Dallas is you're really going to be able to stretch your dollar quite a bit, you know, especially here in Coppell, you know, like you've seen. I mean, getting that one for, well, what was it, 161, I think it was back there. So, yeah, I mean, it's so that's one thing about Dallas that I think you'll really fall in love with out here. So with that being said, let's do a little recap now on Coppell in this price point here. So one thing, oh, actually first, we've got a little variety here today. So we've got the colonial style. Look at here. You got the nice columns in the front, the shutters. That's a beautiful home right there. So got some, again, these big old trees. I love these trees out here. But doing a little recap here of what you can kind of come to expect in this price range. So, as far as, square footage goes, I think you're looking at anywhere between maybe 3,000 to 4,500. Of course, there are outliers sometimes, right? But just kind of speaking in general terms here, at least 4 bedrooms, right? And up, of course, sometimes 5, maybe sometimes even more than that. Definitely gonna have the 2-car garage, sometimes 3 spaces in here as well. Definitely gonna have options to have a pool as well. So if you really want a pool, then we can find that for you, of course. And yeah, I think, having both the media room and the game room slash, second living area is going to be an option in this price point here as well. So, I mean, you've got a ton of different, a ton of space really in this price point here, generally speaking, right? I mean, outside too, you're going to have, most times you're going to have that covered patio, overlooking the pool if you have a pool, or if it's not the pool, then just a big green space back there. So yeah, definitely, yeah. And then as far as the lot size go as well, typically, a quarter of an acre right there. And, sometimes, you'll be able to find some that, creep up into, a third of an acre, or maybe half of an acre like we showed earlier, right? So sometimes you can find some of those as well. But the homes generally are going to be a little bit older, right? Maybe one previous owner, which isn't bad, and maybe one more in between. Sometimes they do flips out here as well, so they'll update, they'll remodel the inside, make it bring it up to the 21st century out here, and really do a nice job with it. And so you can get a completely updated home at a really great price. You can find some really good deals out here in Coppell a lot of times. So if this is where you want to be, well, we can't help you if you don't reach out, right? So give me a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to a Zoom call with us. Of course, that's our favorite, but hey, whatever's easiest for you, we've got your back when making a move out here in Dallas. If you found value from this, hey, please tap that like button down below. It would mean the world to us if you did that. Thank you so much. And make sure you're subscribed as well while you're down there. And hey, I want to invite you, if you are continuing your research here, hey, tap on the Dallas, Texas Living name down below, and that'll take you to our main channel page where you can use the search bar on that page to look up whatever it is that you're interested in, right? Maybe it's a specific topic about Dallas, or maybe a specific area that you're really keen on and want to learn more about, right? So odds are I've already made a video on it, but if I haven't for some reason, drop me a comment down below, let me know, and I'm happy to bump up the priority based on the demand that you guys want, right? So I do this for you guys, right? This isn't for me, this is for you guys. I monitor all my comments, by the way, so whatever's on your mind, let me know down below. And if you don't know where to go from here, then you should see some videos popping up on the end screen right now that can definitely point you in the right direction. So whichever one of those is popping out to you, make sure you click on those. Of course, we do a ton of different styles of videos here on this channel. So with that being said, until the next video, I'll see you around town.